I lost my virginity at a sporting event.
Oh, for
In
f***'s
the
sake.
same arena I watched my first UFC card.
So Ngannou can grapple now.
That's the rumor. That's the rumor.
Before we even jump into it, is that not just the scariest? Can you imagine just walking into training one day and you're like, oh, I'm just gonna do some grappling, man. I don't feel super like up to like a crazy hard workout. I'm just gonna grapple. And then Francis is like, I need to work on my passing.
Yeah, and then I go, you know what? So, dog, hold up a second. It's so fucking weird, bro. Like, I just slipped a disc in my back. Like, bro.
I think I just broke my spine just out of fear.
Yeah. I'm heading home, boys. I got COVID, actually. Everyone should go get tested now. I shouldn't even come in. I shouldn't even come in. Good luck with that, though. Fuck that, dude.
Fuck that. Have fun with that. Also, I think every human interaction nowadays should be ended with, I've got COVID, actually.
Yeah, if you want to get out of something.
just gotta go.
Yeah, we're going to need you to pull up to a drive-thru. Yeah, your order's going to take a minute. We're going to need you to come in. I have COVID. I can't. I need you to bring it to my car immediately.
Yeah,
throw it in from about 5 feet away. Then go ahead and go get tested.
Just hit me with a solid pass through the window.
Here's the thing, man. Here's the fucking thing. Yeah, dude, hit me like fucking Josh Allen with fucking 17 seconds left, dude. Fuck.
Football jokes.
Football. Okay. I like where you picked that we're going to start. Yikes. Like, bro, you know what? We didn't even talk ourselves and we just started with our bullshit. We're back for season 4. We're going to call it a season.
Season 4.
Every single episode is a season of this show. Yeah, terrifying, man. Terrifying. Can you fucking imagine, like... No, thanks. No,
I'm good.
And I have to fucking admit right now, did I not fucking... I kind of ate some clown breakfast, didn't I? Last time, bro. You remember how I was like, bro, fucking, has he gotten better? For sure. Is he a complete grappler now? No. All these people saying
literally exactly the same thing I said as well.
Yeah, he stuffed one takedown, guy. Like, he stuffed one fucking takedown from Stipe, and now all of a sudden, he's a complete well-rounded fighter. He's one of the most well-rounded. Whoops.
Oh, oops.
Oops. Oops. I mean, did he do it against the best? Yeah. A big fat whoopsies. Not insanely crazy who he did it to. It's not like he wrestled Curtis Blades or anything. But still. The odds on that were plus 1,200 for him to win by it. It's the complete opposite, man. It's the complete opposite. Yeah. I don't know a single motherfucking person that called that. I know some people did pick him by decision, and they kind of got clowned on. I didn't have really a problem with that. But to do it the way he did?
Yeah. I can't imagine what the odds were for it even hitting the ground, but I imagine that the odds for it never hitting the ground were probably better than the odds for it being a decision for Ngannou. Like, no one thought it was going to hit the ground, and if it did, people were like, "Oh, Ngannou has submissions," you know. And I said the same thing. Like, I don't think Ngannou wants to go to the ground with him because Nganou's proven he can tap you out.
Who was the one he got? Did he get it from the bottom? That Kimura or whatever?
He's had... Are we talking about Ngannou or...
Ngannou, yeah.
Ngannou has one Kimura, and it's like the dirtiest Kimura you've ever seen. Like, he muscled it from side control topside and just fucking muscled it up.
Yeah, like just brute strength.
Yeah.
I've been in that position before, yeah.
And Garn has like a heel hook. Garn has an arm triangle.
Speaking of heel hook, dude, I didn't think that one was in, but you can kind of catch those sometimes if you could just torque it right. But it didn't. It wasn't like set up perfect. You would be the expert to really go over that. But I did think there was.
Definitely have to watch it again. But
at the beginning of it, when he was cranking his foot, I went, "Oh shit, maybe." I mean, it can happen, but
I think it's hilarious that someone said, I forget who, I'll have to check Twitter, but someone said they took to Garn's coach and heel hooks was like a plan because Ngannou has big feet.
Yeah. So Nick Swick was literally talking about not Nick Swick, Fernand was.
Oh yeah.
They were drilling that, like if they could catch his foot.
It wasn't a bad idea. Dude has some big feet.
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
Dude could start an OnlyFans. If he's worried about pay, he needs to start an OnlyFans
for real. So, overall, the beginning of that fight played out, I think, like a lot of people kind of thought.
Yep, I'd say so.
Nothing crazy. I will admit, right off the bat, he came out a little bit more aggressive than I thought. I mean, did he windmill punch like he did against Rosenstruck? No. But he was way more aggressive than I thought he was going to be.
Yeah.
And he didn't fucking gas, dude. Terrifying.
No. He didn't gas at all, and that's the scariest thing.
That's like
he did in the Stipe fight. Early, you know?
What do you even... Yeah, he did, yeah. It's such a weird... I would like to kind of pull back a second.
Mm-hmm.
I have never... No, it's probably happened before, but it wasn't like a big card, like a pay-per-view. Finished watching a pay-per-view and been like, what the fuck now? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I was so... What just happened? And there's a lot of things we have to talk about. There's a lot of shit, but like that's part of why I hopped on Twitch. I was like, dude, I'm just gonna sit here fucking running it in my head, like
just process it.
Get on there and fucking shit out my mouth like I always do. Weird.
It was a strange end to a strange card, right?
Mm-hmm. And at first, I didn't even know Maynard was the one who put. When they said that Dana didn't, I guessed it would be Maynard.
Mm.
But I didn't see that because, you know, I'm doing the social media stuff for MMA On Point. And so, you know, got to post winter graphics, stuff like that. Got to crack my jokes or whatever. So, like, I wasn't really paying attention. Like, I'm listening in the background, but I didn't know that Dana didn't do that until after the card.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, there's so many topics, man. I'm going to fuck it up with my ADHD, bro. I'm going to be all over the place. Where should we stick?
Start there. Let's talk
about that.
Let's go from the top down.
Okay. Well, top down, I'd say let's finish talking about the fight.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he goes D1. He goes NCAA.
That fucking cot kick and slam was just fucking... Like, bro, you're a bigger dude. It's not often you get fucking... We are not Francis Ngannou's or Cyril Gans. And it's not very common someone would lift our ass up like that. Like, you have to...
Yeah.
Dude, when he went flying...
A freak. He's a freak. He's so strong.
What was the injury he had?
Knee injury. I'm not sure what the
MCL or
specifics
ACL
are.
or some shit?
Yeah, I don't know if he's come out with specifics, but...
I mean, I'm not surprised. Here's the thing. So, like, I am very surprised about the way it all turned out. But I am not surprised because this happens all the time, dude. When two strikers fight, it's either boring as shit.
Match.
Yeah, it's either boring as shit like Derek Lewis versus Ngannou, or, yeah, they wrestle. And it's the same thing vice versa. Two wrestlers, Ben Askren and fucking Damian Maia just decide, oh, fuck it. I don't want to just box then. Kamaru Usman and
Covington.
Yeah. So when you look back in hindsight, it's like, there it fucking happened again. But I don't know a single motherfucker that literally picked him by decision and explained it by saying he's going to use his wrestling. How would you have known? Yeah. You wouldn't have known.
No. It's one of those few times in MMA where you... Like, I love the sport because the the impossible happens a lot, and things that people don't predict happen a lot. But no one in their wildest dreams predicted that would happen. That Ngannou would wrestle Gan and win.
And if someone goes, I did, and they post a fucking picture, like a screenshot of betting $10 on it, like, bitch, that's not doing that. You took I almost did that, bro. Because I bet against people I want to win all the time just for odds, man. Like parlays, rock some parlays, whatever. Nope, no one saw that happening. And the revert, like, out of even the dominant top wrestling he was doing, that reversal he had when gone.
The sweep. Yeah.
The fuck, dude? Okay, that's showing you it's not that he's just so big and strong he could just lay on you. Like, he can just go, oh, you're not strong. Cyril Gane, look at that motherfucker. I remember a lot of people that weren't very familiar with Gane were saying, like, Jesus Christ, he's huge too. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a big boy.
What the fuck? Who beats Francis right now? I don't think he's going to go out there and wrestle wrestlers by any means.
I want to see another Stipe fight eventually. If Stipe's not done, because I feel like that's fair, right? You get the first match, Stipe dominated him. People kind of, in light of Francis's evolution, people have kind of like dulled down his losses a little bit. Stipe made him look like a child in there. And that was only like, what, 3 or 4 years ago? And then Ngannou got the opportunity to get better and come back and fight Stipe again. And I would love for Stipe to get the opportunity to get better and come back and fight Ngannou again. But
well, so would you agree with this? I've always thought that a 5-round domination like that Stipe
it's worth more than
it's worth more than it was a 5-minute 52-second fight. You got one round.
Yeah.
And I still will defend to this day. I don't think Ngannou was about to get finished. But fucking Stipe checked that chin, dude.
Yeah.
And Ngannou still knocked him out. I don't know. Some people still tell me, like, dude, he wasn't hurt. What the fuck are you talking about? Like, dude, it's not like he was bent over and, like, took some weird shot and stumbled. He ate one square standing up right to the chin and did the Bambi walk.
Back. Yeah.
I mean, for a split second. So I'm not saying Stipe almost had that.
Yeah.
But to act like that finish, like, of course, that's way more. Jeez, that's highlight, bro. That's highlight shit. But Stipe,
it's the same as McGregor Aldo thing, right? Like, people, everyone always goes, yeah, I know McGregor's losses are crazy, but he beat Aldo in 13 seconds. I'm like, I would have rather seen him. It's an amazing achievement to knock out Jose Aldo in 13 seconds, but someone like Max Holloway dominating Aldo
made it not look as cool.
Yeah, and also I would rather see someone convincingly beat someone over a length of time rather than just the fight doesn't happen, you know.
Yeah.
Jose Aldo never even got to fight in my eyes.
It really makes you look back and wonder. But no, that's a clean W. And as far as I know,
for sure,
I know that was only his second loss in his career. And, like, we don't have to go down a whole Jose Aldo hole, but I think his only loss, he's only been KO'd once. Yeah. That was it. That's the only TKO, sure. But even, like, Jan, he took a fucking beating. Anyway, yeah.
Great fight that was.
So what do you do next?
So I guess we should, well, that's the question, right? It's about contract.
So I think it's going to be a little while, if we see him at all. It's going to be a little while before
Gonna have some classic interim title heavyweight shenanigans again. I tweeted this in the week. Heavyweight is the most title vacating interim-y division in history, and I think it's gonna happen again.
Here's what I think you do. Okay, well, I've had different answers for this. I've had a couple different answers. Okay, you don't want to do Cyril Gane versus Derek Lewis. We just saw that. That one doesn't make any sense, but it's weird because Derek Lewis
Ty's
is right
booked,
there.
Right? Ty's booked with Derek, right?
Is he?
Yeah, I think he's booked. Let me check that real quick. I'll do some Jamie Hunting. You keep talking.
Okay, so I'm thinking your guys right now are Cyril Gane. Like, we're just gonna hold Francis off completely. Like, if he fights again right now, it should be we'll just start with it. If Francis figures this shit out and he comes right back and fights, I say literally fucking Stipe or Derek.
Yeah.
But we're just gonna pretend that's not even a possibility right now. So the other people would be who? Stipe, Lewis, Gane.
Stipe, Lewis, and Gane is kind of your like upper echelon, and then Jones. And then Jones.
So what do? Do you do, because you don't do Gane versus Derek Lewis?
Miocic versus Gane.
Miocic, Gane. See, but do you know what fucking blows though? I know it's so dope, but you could also do. I prefer this. There's no right answer here. I prefer this.
Yeah.
Derek Lewis versus Stipe. And Gane versus Jones.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I think we all agree Jones needs to fight one time at heavyweight before he gets the title shot at this point. If he comes straight up and there hadn't been this fucking huge gap where he hasn't fought anyone, maybe just give him a title shot. Fine, whatever. But because it's been so long, we just need him to come back and prove he's not nothing anymore, you know?
Well, what sucks is like, dude, John versus Ngannou, John versus Gane, I don't think I've seen enough people talking about that, because a lot of people kind of lean towards Stipe. I don't see anyone talking about John versus fucking Derek Lewis. That's not... Just no one's talking about it. That's not one... Like, dude, if you're going to fucking do one, you do John versus Stipe. Like, that's...
Yeah.
Because where they're held in the upper echelon of heavyweights of all... Well, fighters of all time in their respective divisions.
For sure.
But Gane is super fun. And then if you do Stipe fucking Jones, that leaves Cyril and Derek. So that's why I go Gane Jones, Stipe Derek.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. But also, it might make it easier for you, the fact that Derek is booked with Ty. That's happening.
Oh, it is?
So if Ty wins that, then you can
shit.
you can take Derek out of that, and you can do Gane versus Ty and Jones versus Stipe.
What a conundrum, dude.
How often is it that we actually have good heavyweights to talk about? Like, usually it's two, right? There's Stipe and Cormier. There's Kane and JDS. And then they just beat everyone else up. Or whatever.
When I was graduating high school.
Yeah.
And even then, no. It was like, well, this guy, he could knock out anybody, though. Fuck. Dude, you have... Oh, man. I don't know. Like, I don't know the right answer. That's my pick, though. You do Gane and Jones.
Yeah.
I don't think...
I mean, that's a fucking fight, first of all.
Yeah.
It's a great fight.
Okay, well, so then... Well, there's your matchups. But if... Let's say Jones... No, let's say Ngannou figures out fights right away. Who do you pick? It's got to be Stipe or Jones. Right?
It sucks because they're both coming off such long layoffs. When was Ngannou Stipe?
I fucking blew that out of my memory, man. I wiped
Stipe
it.
hasn't fought since 260, which was in March last year. Oh, okay, so that's not that long. For Stipe, that's like quite short. He usually only fights once a year anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I'd rather see Stipe fight Ngannou again, but I worry that he'd just get knocked out again.
Yeah. Well,
and Jones is such a like question mark, you know. John Jones, you can't even trust him to show up in Las Vegas.
Yeah, no.
You know.
What a clusterfuck. Well, you have my answer. I think Ngannou doesn't come back. I say fuck it. Do Stipe versus the winner of Ty and Derek, and then do Jones. If Jones, assuming Ngannou's out and Jones comes back, you do Jones Gane. Fucking hell, yeah. And then winner of Ty and Derek versus Stipe.
Yeah.
And I'm not trying to dick Stipe, dude. Like,
no.
I don't know what else you fucking do.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
I'm with you.
What's your pick, Sam?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Same.
All right, let's move on then. Okay. Putting the belt on Francis.
Yeah, contracts, Dana. So, like we said on Twitch, he's only ever not put the belt on twice before now. And that was Anderson Silva, UFC 113. He was pissed because Anderson fought like an idiot. in their big like first event in Abu Dhabi. Huge, like they were doing a deal with the government of Abu Dhabi, so it was a big like slap in the face to the UFC, and he was pissed. He still went to the presser afterwards. I think it's because Anderson didn't go to the presser afterwards. And then Khabib, obviously.
Yeah, like that's what I was going to bring up. And that one's obviously different. But
yeah, there
might be some undertones there where I think he obviously probably wanted Conor to win, but I don't think it's the same. It's not. He was in there. He was in there. You know? Now, I've really rethought what I said on Twitch that night. Because some things have kind of come out since then. I said there's no excuse. I don't like, unless he was pulling a fucking Derek Lewis and Dana White was going to go take a fucking, like he had to take a shit, like, or God knows what, bro. Something like that, barring something like that, I don't like that at all. What the fuck, dude? I don't like that at fucking all. I mean, he shook his hand at the presser, dude. Like, just show up. Go fucking do it. He won it. It's not like it was any type of robbery. It's like, go fucking put the belt on him, dude. Francis deserves that shit. Yeah, I don't like that at all. I don't, you know.
Question is, was Dana there for the main event?
I actually don't know the answer to that.
I don't know either. If he was there and he left after the fight ended?
I think someone would have said he wasn't even there. If that was the case, I think someone would have already said that.
That's true. Someone probably would have come out in the media. So we can only assume he was there and he left and deliberately didn't put it on.
I'm almost
which is shitty. Someone
in the comments somewhere, threads I've looked at, seeing what people think about that, would have said, dude, he wasn't there. He literally left.
For sure.
Yeah. So unless, you know.
Or Ariel or someone.
Yeah, he had to take a fucking explosive shit or something. I mean, anyone can sympathize with that. But no, that's never, and like you said, it's happened twice, and the other time, fucking, he was in the cage. You just didn't put it on him. Yeah. So that's bullshit. But what I retract a little bit is what I was saying on Twitch the night after, where I'm not kissing Dana's ass. You know, like, dude, seeing those fucking fighter pay numbers, I've never been that type to sit here and more pay, what the, you know, I think they should get paid more. I absolutely do. But I've never been like an outspoken advocate of it. You know, like I'll say, if you ask me, should they get paid more? Sure. A lot of people were fucking... I was saying on Twitch... What was I saying? Remember? I was saying I could understand why he wouldn't be at the presser because they're only going to ask him questions. Dude, there's literally like there's 2 categories of questions they were going to ask him. What's next with Ngannou? What's working out with his contract? You know, what's going to happen? Is he going to box Tyson? That's category number 1. Category number 2 are Figgy and Brandon fighting again.
Yeah. He doesn't know the answer to either of those questions.
None of them. So I was saying, and some people were actually kind of agreeing that don't like Dana. They were saying, like, dude, I guess that kind of makes sense. Now, he's been silent on social media. I kind of pull that back now. Now I'm kind of like, dude, he's fielded questions he doesn't fucking like before. Yeah. So now I've changed my mind. And then I saw those fighter pay numbers, like, I've heard this, and I don't know if it's true, but I've heard that when you fight in California, it's almost always the purses look lower because they try to like a tax thing or something. Okay. I don't know if that's true. I know California has fucking stupid high taxes, but and I'm not trying to advocate for either side here. Well, no, fighters need to get paid more than that. If that's what they got paid, fuck that, dude. Fuck that. Brandon and Figgy, like, Brandon's one of the biggest fucking, like, hardcore fan. No one doesn't like him. I know one motherfucker. I won't say his name. Hey, he's a close enough homie. He might be one of the 3 people that watch this. I won't say your name, bitch. Only person I know, though. Only person I know that doesn't like, bro, no. Gross. $350.
What worries me more is like Renato Valdez, the dude who got knocked down 6 times.
10K.
Getting paid like 10K.
I don't even remember seeing last. I thought they bumped it to 12. Like, that makes a huge. Oh, nice, Mac. 12.
Yeah.
No.
10K. He got a minimum of 5 concussions, I reckon, in that fight. Like,
I think the only reason
before coaches, before travel, before everything.
One thing I will say about that is that it's a percentage. Like some people act like it's a flat rate. Like he's got to pay like 10K to his coaches. Like they get a percentage, right? Yeah. Like so, some people will be like, "Bro, you spend it all on." No, they take a percentage of your purse. Still doesn't make it right. I just like to make sure.
I actually don't know if that's true. I don't know if that's true for every coach or if they do have like a flat number.
Trevor Whitman's not taking fucking 30% of 10K. He'd tell you to fuck off.
Exactly.
Yeah, but I think for the most part, it's a percentage. So I mean, you do what you do. Yeah,
I think I agree with you in regards to Dana. I think he's been to press conferences he didn't want to go to hundreds of times. He's fielded questions he didn't want to answer thousands of times. You know, and he's done it after things happened that he didn't want, like when GSP said he was taking time off after
talk shit. Said Hendricks fucking. I thought he won.
Yeah, so I can't respect the call to not put the belt on and just disappear, especially now that it's been like a few days and he hasn't said anything.
See, that's why.
And he's gonna get questions about it next time he appears anyway.
He's doing a Q&A tomorrow, bro.
Exactly.
And a lot of people are like, what the fuck? Yeah, dude. Well, maybe that's exactly plays into what I was saying. Again, I'm not defending it, but when it was happening and people were telling me when I was on Twitch that he's not showing the presser, it's the first thing I thought, like, well, I think it's bullshit he didn't put the belt on him. But we all know exactly what he's going to be at. It was going to be a combative 15-minute conversation. Do we have any real questions? John Morgan, you got something for anyone? Like anyone besides... You know, but looking back, no, that doesn't look good. And then doing a Q&A tomorrow tells me, yeah, he wasn't ready to answer that. Didn't want to answer that.
Yeah, I think the thing is, at the end of the day, the questions are there for a reason, right? The media is trying to hold him accountable for things he does. So the fact that he kind of removed himself from being held accountable for choosing not to put the belt on him.
That's what it looks like
for
now.
all the stuff. That's pretty shitty. The fact that he did that. So I hope the media kind of hounds him about it. I'll be honest. You can't let him get away with not, just never getting asked that question.
You know, it's like, I won't even lie, dude. I said this. I felt like it's been a weird week, man. It's like, I've never been a huge Gon fan. I liked him. Dude, he grew on me so much, bro. And then I've always liked Francis. I've never had a problem with Francis at all. I mean, I want Stipe to win because I like to see... I'm not going to be a fucking... I like to see technique defeat raw power. Because, let me tell you right now, I weigh 170 pounds. I weigh 195, but you know what I mean? You put me in there with someone that has no BJJ, I'll choke out Chase Sherman. Like, what the fuck? Like, no, bro. Like, there's levels to it. I've never been that fucking type, but I like to see people overcome things. Like, dude, the way in God, has there ever been anyone scarier? Like, really?
No.
Shane Carwin was up there. Shane Carwin was fucking. I mean, dude,
Shane and Ngannou are like that to me. There's no.
I'd put Ngannou over that because, dude, he fucking killed you. Like, you look at his highlight, dude, you're fucking dead on the ground. Carwin would hurt you. Like, I'm not signing up for a beating from either of them. Just saying. I think Ngannou's scarier. I think he's the scariest dude I've ever seen in the cage. I mean, that super slow-mo of him after he gets Rosenstruck down against the cage. Hell no. He turned into a bobblehead. Like, dude's unconscious, and fucking here comes the ref, like, no, stop! And his head's going... Like, dude, he got a full spinal adjustment from the neck down from getting punched in the top of the head. Like...
What's the ref going to do as well?
Yeah.
If Ngannou just wants to keep punching him, what are you going to do about it? It's terrifying.
No thanks. Yeah. this is my conundrum. I feel like I'm all over the place, dude, because there was just so much to digest from that. It was just so weird. Like, I feel like it would have been a lot easier if he just went out there, smoked him, said "fuck the
Oh yeah,
UFC," walked off,
yeah.
and then
Drop the mic.
yeah, and then Dana doesn't put the fucking belt on him, and then Dana doesn't show up. It'd be like, okay, well, here we go.
We have an ending. Yeah.
But it wasn't like that at all. You know, he wins a fight in a way no one fucking thought he was gonna do it. He's standing there. He didn't say any shit about the UFC. Like, he literally was like, I don't care, I won. That's all I was trying to do. Just makes it weird, dude. But I do want to say, and I made a tweet about this earlier. It's I don't know, weird. I don't know what it is. People have tried Leslie Smith, you know, the fucking fighter organization. I forget what they got, AM, whatever the fuck, with Bjorn, Cowboy, TJ, all that, and GSP. How did a dude that seemingly unintentionally bring so much awareness to this, dude, when other people have fucking like lost their career trying? Like, look at Leslie.
I think he got like so much good. What's the word? Sorry, I'm trying to blank.
Press.
Ngannou's like, yeah, his stock has risen so high, not just because of his performance, and not just because he showed us that he has evolved and he proved us wrong, but also because of how he's handled the contract thing. I think people really respect him now for how he's doing it and how he's bringing awareness to it. And like you say, it's rare that someone is able to do that and not get demolished. And I think it's because he is the number one. Like, the heavyweight champion will always be number one. Even if ESP's around, even if John Jones is around, it doesn't matter. The heavyweight champion is the baddest man on the planet.
I don't know, dude. Glover versus Ngannou? I don't know, man. Like, can you imagine, bro? Yeah, that image. Fuck that image in your head. Hell no. What the fuck? Dude, no. Ew.
Please don't hurt my Brazilian granddad.
Oh, ew.
You're going to set Francis Ngannou loose on a 42-year-old Brazilian man. Please don't.
Yeah, that's the baddest dude. That's why I think it's so funny. It's like this guy comes from, you know, I'm not actually, I've listened to his podcast with Joe Rogan. He came
from nothing. I think that's fair to say.
From shoveling dirt. I don't remember exactly what it was, because it's not
Sand
like they
mines,
go,
right?
Move that dirt to right there, and I'll pay you. Like, I don't remember. I don't know what the fuck it was exactly what his job. But yeah, it was shoveling dirt essentially, right? Yeah. And
then homelessness in Paris. Homelessness.
You've seen like a picture of his mom's house. I don't know what it looks like now, or if he's done the Oliveira treatment like Charles did. God bless his soul. Like, it's awesome to fucking see, dude. It's a great story. But how? We've had these fighters like as high as GSP, Connor sitting back. He's not advocating for everyone's pay, but like himself. But this dude from Cameroon, as fucking abject poverty as it gets, comes to the UFC, scariest motherfucker on the planet if you're talking about a full-on fight. And he just somehow ends up bringing more attention than I've ever seen the fighter pay. Seemingly without even trying. It was more just, I want more. I want more.
Yeah.
I want more. Fuck you. Your other French contender, peep this. I want more. Dude, the UFC's been trending for like 4 days on Twitter ever since that night about fucking fighter pay. Never happened before.
Never. I think it's a combination of things. I think the fact they were in California and they had to disclose the pay is a big deal, because that always sets off headlines.
Ooh, that fucked them. Yeah.
I think the fact that they had so many, because 10, 11 fights got canceled, they had so many late replacements, so many debuts, so many contender series guys who didn't pay enough.
Made that whole list look real bad.
Yeah. Yeah. With the guy who fought Jack Della, he was 4-0 and he got murdered. He got his fucking face rearranged, probably for what, 10 grand, 7 grand or something. Yeah. And that's a lot of the people in the card. Even the guy who fought, Andre Fialho, that was his debut. And he was the third, the third from the main event? Second from the main event?
And he won. Yeah, he won. Right?
Fialho? No, he lost to Tejada, right?
From the main the main card. Yeah,
Sorry,
dude.
yeah.
Yeah, no, I fucking brain fart. Yeah.
That's all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was a debut. So when every single fight up until the title fights, you're paying them so little because they're debut fighters or they're contender series guys, and then you have to disclose that, and then you've got the guy in the main event complaining about his pay. All this stuff kind of, I think, forms this huge ball of hatred.
I've never seen anything like it ever.
Me neither. I hope it results in something.
I don't think there's any way it doesn't. I've never fucking seen this before, dude. Like, people that I never really even shit on the UFC. And, like, if I'm being dead ass honest, I'm not, like, kissing their ass, but I'm like, I have no idea how I even stumbled into this career. Not podcasting. Like, we're going to give that a shot. Me and my boy Max, we're gonna figure it out. But, like, working in social media, dude, like, I don't want to make enemies.
Yeah.
And I don't care if anyone thinks, like, what the fuck is it going to do, me tweeting out? Like, fighters should get paid. I don't ever really bother with that. I even tweeted something out, like, dude, that makes me feel gross. Marino.
Yeah, it has to.
Marino and Figgy, 350 combined.
Yeah. I mean, and the thing is, it's from the bottom to the top, right? Because you don't have a Connor on this card. You don't have a GSP. You don't have someone getting paid more than everyone else. You have... It scales up
that was like
from shit to shit.
Base pay for everybody on that one. That one was like, oops.
And Ngannou made $500,000.
No.
The heavyweight champion of the world made $500,000. And your whole payout was $2 million, and the main event made more than one.
The gate
That's
was
all
like
you need to know.
six. I think the gate was 6. Here's my thing. I will actually stand by some things I've always said. And don't get me wrong. I think every single fighter steps into the UFC, whether it's on 4 days notice and they're a regional fighter or not, they all deserve more money. Mm-hmm. But then the people that act like they should be, oh, he's in the UFC, he should be paid like MLB bucks. Dude, that is not the fucking same. It's not the same. It is not the same. Now, 10 grand, eat shit. I don't know. No. That's fucking bullshit.
It's about percentage share. That's the conversation that needs to be had.
Compared to about around 50 for every other major sports league.
NHL, MLB, NBA, NFL, 50, 51%. 18.
Top fighters in each division should be making enough money they don't have to fucking worry. No. People coming in, fighting on a week notice, all shit like that. People making their debut that are completely unknown. Here's what I've always thought's funny. This isn't even a defense, but I've never understood this mentality. When people sit there and go, they all deserve $100K. Could they afford that? Probably. But it often comes from people that like don't even watch prelims. They go, who the fuck is this guy? This card sucks. There were so many people saying this card fucking sucked. And then they sit there and they brag about not ever paying for the pay-per-view. I'll say it right fucking now. And I know that's a straw man argument, man. Because I know people will be like, well, I don't pay because I don't get... I get that. I understand that. It's just the mentality of that. Like, you brag about never paying for this product. You said this fucking card's weak as fuck. Who the fuck's on it? But you should pay him what? I've just never understood that mentality. That's all I'm saying. I think that doesn't make a whole lot of sense. I think bare minimum, dude. You get rid of win bonuses. I would say would be a good start. Dude, 50K should be the bottom line.
Yeah.
I am not a fucking math expert. I'm not a fucking financial advisor. I would feel a lot more comfortable if Fialho got 50K. I'd go, okay.
Yeah. I mean, and it is. You said you get the gross feeling, and that's I think the most important thing is that we're not talking about MLB or NBA. There's another element here, which is that these guys aren't just getting, hurt from falling over, and then they have their guaranteed salary, like their MLB salary or whatever. or they have their, they can go and talk to the people who pay out for injured athletes, all that stuff. That doesn't happen, and we're watching these people beat each other senseless for
in all
enough money.
things too. Yeah, like in boxing, what is it like? Yeah, you can get your ass beat. Well, and I also think it's funny people compare it to boxing. Like, dude, boxing is still. People say it's dead. You're tripping, dude.
Yeah, it obviously depends on the card. Like 98% of boxing cards don't make much money, but
dude, Top Rank makes like 17 million a year. What the fuck?
I know.
And then when the UFC's reporting that they made like $1 billion, right? That's what they said they made. They said they made like $1 billion.
I think we're gonna see the percentage revenue share for this year and last year is going to be lower than 18%. That's what I think. I think they're making more money. And that's the thing about this fucking Contender Series stuff. I think the UFC is making more money than they ever have. And they are spending less money than they ever have on fighter pay.
And then how hard
because
is that
so many of them come out of Contender Series.
Has anyone ever ran a business before? Like, do you know how bad when I was slinging the shit out of beef jerky, I said, like, fuck it, I'm just start selling goat. It's way cheaper. Like hell no. Of course I never did that. Of course. Yeah. But dude, do you know how hard it is to cut profits to gain that type of profit? Say, okay, hold up though. Don't get too excited. We're going to take a massive chunk of that away. So we're going to make the same money we were. Dude, what does every company want? Growth, 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 growth. Then you announce we have all this growth, but we're going to give most of it to the fighters. I can understand that. But it's not right. It's not right. And they have more than enough room to pay him more. More than enough room. $10,000 to be on a pay-per-view main event or main card.
I think there needs to be, if I'm honest, and I'm not a labor worker. I'm not a union worker.
We're lucky. We're lucky.
But I think that there needs to be some kind of players agreement. Style thing with fighters, and it needs to be 50%. Like, they can afford it. Everyone's pay is going to get bumped up, even the lower card people, the debut people. If it's a percentage share, the problem is that when people like Connor come back and they make 10 million a night,
who's still technically underpaid.
Yeah, definitely.
And that's not me being like a stand.
No, for sure. Everyone's underpaid.
Yeah.
The highest paid fighters in the UFC are still underpaid. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what needs to change, but I'm pretty sure we can all agree that something needs to, and we can't let them try and brush it under the rug this time.
No. I don't think. I'm not saying it's gonna be massive reform. There's gonna be something. I think there's going to be. I don't know what, man. But again, if you look at it as business, so if you're Endeavor, you just bought the UFC, right? Go look at these profit margins we're doing. Again, you go, okay, well, hold on though. All those gains we're gonna give the fighters now. You think Endeavor gives a fuck? Endeavor doesn't give a fuck. They're like, the UFC looks bad, not us. Hardcore people might know it's us. Fuck them. Like, yeah. I understand like the difficulty of that, and I've also, not to defend Dana, I actually like Dana. I do. I think he's a hard. Have you ever met a businessman that was just a fucking complete pussy, like, in just a pushover? Fuck no. They're ruthless, bro. They're ruthless. I'm not saying it's okay, but like, why people act surprised that he would try to nickel and dime people? That's how you get there, dude. I heard an interesting idea. What if you guaranteed fighters, like, I thought this was a little low, but like, what if you guaranteed fighters like $150K a year if they fight 3 times a year? So you go, no win bonus, you can fight for performance bonuses. I always leave those on the table. So no more win-loss or win bonuses. Like, you're paid doubles if you win. You just are pretty much guaranteed you get paid $150K a year if you fight, 2 or 3 times, whatever the fucking number. Something like that. I think the guy who brought this up, and God, I forget who it is. It might have been MMA Lock of the Night. I am so sorry if I'm calling out the wrong person, but someone, I did not come up with this. I thought that was pretty interesting.
Mm-hmm.
What about something like that?
Yeah, I can see that being done. I think, how about we put a different spin on it?
Yeah, shoot.
Instead of doing a guaranteed salary, you just say minimum fight pay for a debutant, for a first time fighter, whatever, 50K.
That's what I think. That would be my vote.
So you bump the minimum up. Even then, like, fuck, we need to get more money. But like, you know,
Yeah.
if you institute a minimum payout, I think that could be a good thing. But the question is then, you still have everyone above that isn't making enough money. You know what I mean?
What just sucks about this conversation? It's like 50 saying that bump the base pay no matter what 50K. That's almost fivefold, dude. In business, when does that ever happen? So again,
I know, but the thing is, they can afford it.
That's what I'm. That's
yeah.
I just try to like throw it out there, like, dude, this doesn't happen. Like something seriously has to fucking change. Oh God, I don't know, man. I don't know.
What I'd be interested to know is, does the UFC still turn a profit if they pay 50% fighter share? And I think the answer is yes.
Well, if you look at the last fucking pay-per-view, $6 million just in the gate.
They made more on tickets. They made, what, 3 times as much on tickets as they paid out for
3
fighters.
times? They could have done half.
Not including pay-per-views, yeah.
I think all champ fights. See, but then there's weird ones. I mean, there are weird ones, I guess, kind of. I think if you're a UFC fucking champion, you should be paid $1 million disclosed. Like, it should just be right there. He got paid $1 million.
I don't know. It's hard to, like, put, like, if you're this, you should get this, because everything's so different, you know?
Because, like, what about an interim title fight? You know, Ngannou's a champion. You do Cyril versus Derek. So they're both guaranteed $1 million. They're not the real champion. I'm just trying to, like, battle from both sides. It's weird, huh? It's fucking weird. All I know is at the end of the day, I try to just throw shit out there to make it go. There are some people that really just think Dana controls everything, and Dana can just go, you know what? Fuck, 30% of our profits. We're going to give that to... No, that is a giant number when it comes to business, dude. Can't do it. He can't do it. He's got to convince Endeavor to do it. He doesn't have as much pull as people think anymore. He did under the Fertittas. The Fertittas were kind of... They were bros, bro. It's not the same anymore. So it might not get better, man. I really don't fucking know. But I think here's the 2 most tragic things about fighter pay. First of all, fighters should not be in debt. Fighters should not be going into a fight and then saying on the mic after a fight that their bank account is overdrawn. Fuck you, dude.
Yeah.
You fight in the UFC. It's become Okay, so that's problem number 1. Problem number 2, or no, good side of paying people more. Dude, think of the talent you might draw over if pay was legit.
Athletic talent.
Are you kidding me?
Just from football, from wherever the fuck?
You might find out real quick. Oh, dude, everyone we have sucks. Like, Antonio Brown came over to the UFC and he's smoking people. Like, no, I don't think that. But you know what I mean. Well, you don't know who Antonio Brown is.
No, I do.
Oh, yeah, the dude who ran off the field. Yeah. Who knows? Because, dude, there's upsides to it, man. I think there's definite public image, better talent. How you do it, I'm not going to pretend I'm a business expert. I have no fucking idea.
I mean, you get better talent, you get happier talent, you get talent getting the training that they need, the nutrition that they need. Like, people shouldn't have to work 2 jobs to fight in the UFC. People, like, even at like quite a shitty level, if you're playing professional soccer, football,
cornhole,
anything, you don't need 2 jobs. You don't need to be a plumber playing in the Premier League. And this is the Premier League. UFC is the Premier League.
Yes.
Yeah, at the end of the day, there's no argument. They need to be paid more. That's all it comes down to.
They just do. They just do, man.
They just do. If the UFC wasn't making what they're making, maybe you can have a discussion about why it's not happening. But there's no reason.
I could honestly talk about this for like 3 hours. So
that's the thing.
Let's do final conclusion, and then let's move to next topic. I already have it on mine. My final thing, and we kind of just did it anyway, but I want to just close this one down. People acting like it's just something Dana can go and say, nope, we're giving away. It's not that easy. I don't know the fucking answer here, but it made me actually fucking sick to my stomach when I saw Brandon Moreno and Figgy made 350. 500K for Ngannou. Like, dude, he's gonna make, people go, well, pay-per-view points. Dude, I like the UFC. You have to give credit to the UFC for making MMA what it is. The people that go, fuck it, watch the UFC tank, we'll go to Bellator. Have you watched the Bellator card, bitch? What are you talking about? What are you fucking talking about? It's going to be the UFC, and it's always going to, at least for the fucking far foreseeable future. Nothing's coming close to the UFC. This is our favorite sport, and I want them to do something about it where this shit stays. This shit doesn't become some type of faux pas where it's like, oh, you're an athlete, you fight for the UFC? Yikes. I don't want that. I want people to get paid more. I want people that go in there, but I also don't think people that take a fucking fight off the regional circuit on 2 weeks' notice deserve $1 million. I don't think that. I really don't. Especially when people bitch about fight cards the way they are anyway. Oh, it's fucking... You're not watching. You're not even fucking watching. But they all deserve more pay. Every single one of them. Every fucking single one of them. Especially 10K, fuck you. That's gross. 10K to fight on a main card of a pay-per-view, fuck you. Champions should... No. No. That's my final point. You.
Yeah, I think the UFC's done so hard to cultivate this image of being a legit sport. They're on ESPN. You know, they've cleaned up all the graphics. They got the clothing sponsorship. They want to play at both sides. They want to have the mainstream attention and income and pay like it's still the Dark Ages. And you can't do that. Especially when these guys are getting brain damage. It would be sick if it was basketball. We'd still be talking about how sick it is. And it's not basketball. That's all I really have to say.
Some of these guys take irreparable damage, man. Yeah.
All of them do.
And it's entertaining as fuck, and it's worth it. That Figgy and Moreno fight, which leads us right... Okay, so there's our take, guys. Sorry if we ran it on that too long. I don't give a fuck. It's a weird subject, and I feel like people are on one side or the other, and no one looks at any of the... Well, I mean, I know people do, but anyway. Let's go right into that then. Figgy and Moreno, dude. Thoughts?
Can we pay these two men to fight every 6 months for the rest of their lives?
I thought you were going to go back into fighter pass, but we just closed this down. I'm just yes. Yeah, I agree with you. There were people out there that really didn't even want to... Oh, this doesn't make sense. Oh, who? Would you have been clamoring for fucking Askar Askarov? Like, nothing against the guy. Goes back to my thing talking about, like, well, it shouldn't be him, but I'm not watching Askarov fight. Then shut the fuck up, bitch. The fuck are you talking about? Yeah, no, fucking insane fight. Was not a robbery. I'm tired of that word. Bro, I've watched this sport for too long to hear robbery. I was going for Moreno. I was screaming at my TV. I made carne asada tortos. I can't even say carne asada tortas for fuck. Dude, I'm from New Mexico. That's my fucking brother across the border, dude. I'm going for him. Mm-hmm. I think I had it for Figgy. Okay. I don't think Brandon getting dropped twice and then coming back in the end of that round, if I was a judge, that just made me... I'll never be a judge now. I'm giving it to fucking Brandon Moreno. It was going to Figgy. Two drops. Yeah. I don't care. He got saved by the bell once. And then that second time, dude, Brandon brought it in that last 10 seconds. Like, fuck fucking Ricardo Lamas and Max Holloway. All due respect. Holloway was beating the shit out of him.
Oh, yeah. He was landing.
Dude, yeah. He was beating the shit out of him. Dude, Figgy started off beating his ass, got some shots in while Brandon said, peep this, dude. Disgusting. Mm-hmm. Disgusting.
How about I'm a Mexican? How about that?
You can't... Hey, Henry Cejudo, bring fucking Figgy into your corner all you want. You can't teach Mexican heart, dude. Watch combat sports, my man. He should know. He's got, Mexican lineage in him. Dude, Brandon didn't give a fuck. Can you imagine if that went about 15 more seconds? They decided to do that about 15 seconds. He might have got him.
Yeah,
It was very close again. Not a robbery, and I wouldn't have complained. I also wouldn't have been biased in saying like, yeah, I could see why that happened. But I did have it for Figgy. 2 drops to none. I give it to Figgy, and I also kind of score fights pride rules still because I'm 30 years old. I don't fucking know. Okay, you go.
I need to watch it again. It's one of those rare fights where I'll go back and watch it again, like quite soon after it happened. I had Moreno, and honestly I was amazed to go online and find out that I was in the minority, and that happens so rarely for me. So I really want to watch it again, and try and not be biased, because I imagine I came in with a bias because I love Moreno.
Sure.
So I want to see it again, but I think it was just such a good fight. Like, it's the two, they're the peak of their careers, and they're the 2 best guys in that division. And now they're 1-1-1.
And only one has a fucking finish, which goes to my next point. If you're done, when you're done, go.
I'm done.
Okay. So I don't want to backtrack first. I don't want to backtrack and be like, oh yeah, actually though, I thought Marino won. But like I said, I did think, like, if they said Marino won, I would have been like, boom, there we go. I wouldn't have been like, thank Christ, like, dude, we lucked out. Yeah. I could have seen that gone either way. It's just what Absolutely. I saw overall was Figgy landed dude, it's the 2 huge shots. That's what did it for me. If Brandon would have knocked him down once, and I don't know, man, I don't score fights like everyone else. I don't even understand why people do that, bro. I'm drinking beer. I'm chilling, hanging out with, like, sometimes friends are over. I'm not going 10-8 round, dude. That's a 10-8 round. I'm firing off fucking dumbass tweets. I'm paying attention, but I score a fight as a whole. And as a whole, I felt like Figgy got the better of him. Especially, I mean, this goes back to pride rules. You know, when he got saved by the bell, like, he had that, what was it, an arm triangle?
Yeah, I don't remember. I have to go back.
Maybe it was like he had some after he dropped him. Yeah. But Brandon, I feel like, was landing more consistently, and that's what the stats seem to show. He was hitting him harder.
Yeah. Outstruck him a lot.
Could have won that 5th round back. My whole point is, dude, you gotta do 4. You gotta do 4. You can't. If there was someone knocking on the door of this guy has to have the next, tell me who it is. There isn't one.
Exactly. Yeah, it's not happening.
There's fucking not
one. And the thing is, I hate when divisions get held up. It's my least favorite thing in the sport, because I want to see the best fight the best every single time at their peak.
Yeah.
But this
but I don't like
time.
I don't like blondes. I kind of like this one. I don't know why, man. I kind of like this one though. Like, I'm cool with this one. Point
where they're clearly, the level is these 2 and then everyone else, right? In that division. And they're 1-1-1.
And Brandon has the only finish.
Yeah.
And I look back at you, and I don't score this. You look back at that first fight, dude. Without that fucking tremendous dick kick. I mean, that's powerful. That's an all-timer. That's an all-timer cock shot. Yeah. That's a fucking... I thought Brandon was actually going to throw up.
Me too. It's one of those, like Chris Tucker back in the day, where he just starts gagging.
Yeah. What was happening right before that, though? Figgy was starting to gas.
It's true.
Do we know? Am I saying Brandon would have fit? No. Brandon might be up without that. Dude, my point is, it's so fucking close.
Yeah.
And that one was starting to fucking, because people will go, well, it was a draw because of the point got taken. Yeah. If you're gonna argue that, though, Figgy was starting to look like, oh shit. He was starting to look like Amanda Nunes versus fucking Pena. Oops. I didn't think this guy had this dog in him. What the fuck? That's what it was starting to look like. Dude, did Brandon take like the whole 5-minute cock clock? I think he did, dude.
He took a long time. And also, you have to imagine he wasn't He was compromised after that.
Yeah.
I don't care who you are.
Yeah.
You take a baseball bat to the grundle.
Have. Most of it hit my pelvis, but dude, yeah, dude, it hurt right here. Like, anyway, yeah.
Yeah, you take that, you're not going to be the same for the next 2 rounds, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just happy. I'm just happy because it was so good.
Yeah.
And I'm just happy because we get to see it again, and I want to see it again.
I think it's the only thing I do. I really think it's the only thing to do.
And you've got a clear #1 contender fight as well. Kai's taking on Askar Askarov. That's booked.
They booked it?
Kai Kara France. Yeah, so that's perfect #1.
We're talking about fucking rainbows and butterflies then, dude.
Yeah, it's perfect. I'm so happy.
Yeah. Because, you know, you talk about some other rematches, you go, well, Stipe got his ass kind of cleaned out. And there's some other people... Why did I say that about one of my favorite fighters? You know what I mean, though. Like,
yeah.
In this instance, Brandon was right there the whole time.
Dirty ass and all.
Dirty ass and all, bro. Fucking pendejo swinging chingazos. Fucking only thing he didn't hit him with was a chancla. You know, bro, like... Dog, you have to do 4. You have to do 4. Have to. I mean, I would be okay with if Brandon, and I don't think Brandon's down to go again. If Brandon says, "Hold on, give me some time," and you do someone else, and then you do like a Stipe Cormier situation, fine.
Yeah,
fine. Brandon does not need to fight anybody else to earn a title shot.
No.
Okay, I think we're on the same page.
Yeah, absolutely, and I can't wait to see it again because these two are. I'd like to remind everyone that the flyweight division was on the chopping block before these two fought.
I think that was the most hyped fight on the card.
I think they've put on 2 of the best fights in recent years.
Like, dude, you remember how I don't know if someone told me or someone told me something that made me think of that. But when I hit up Jason and Tom, I hit them up on Slack. I was like, that graphic I did, dude. Was it you? If it wasn't you, then no one told me. Then I just thought of that. I've been doing stats lately. I don't know what the fuck, bro. I've been like grabbing my lap. I'll just be going down and be like, oh, wait, what the fuck? Like, I'll tell you about my Dan Hooker one, how I found that out.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
Dude, it's funny how I figured that out. It's because I'm smart. No,
smart.
But yeah, dude, I was like, dude, I think this is the first time ever that they've fought back to back to back.
Yeah.
So I remember, like, someone goes, "Oh, well, dude, fuck is Stipe and Cormier," and I go, "No,
Cormier fought Lewis."
Yeah, oops. They go, "Well, Stipe fought Cormier." That's not what we're talking about, bro. Don't move the goalpost, bitch. So it's never happened, and then now, so in an unprecedented thing, we get 3 fights in a row, back to back to back.
Yeah.
And now 4. The only thing that makes sense is 4. Now watch, dude. Draw. Like,
if it's a draw, we should give them each 50 million and just let them retire. Just done. Thank you for your service.
You just hang that shit in a briefcase, WWE style, above the cage. You go, all right, dude. We'll do 5-minute rounds. We're doing unlimited rounds till someone gets that fucking briefcase.
We just split the division in 2. They can both be champions.
And then on your way out, we're gonna hand you a Hall of Fame trophy.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Yeah. Well, I mean,
I don't even know if 2 people have put on 2 performance of the nights back to back. Sorry, 2 fight of the nights back to back.
No, not like that. Because, dude,
maybe Frankie Edgar, Gray Maynard.
That would be
they were back to back.
Yeah, and then I was thinking of Trigg and Hughes, but there was time in between that. And the first one wasn't as good. The second one was the fucking wild one. Like the dick shot and all that shit. That's it. My only takeaways from that fight, fucking banger. Not a fucking robbery. You know, I said this on that Twitch. I don't remember if you were there when I said this, but like, dude, robberies are so fucking rare. And robberies are so... They're robberies, where even a fighter looks surprised, dude.
Yeah.
Like, dude, this wasn't even a robbery because he didn't win. But remember when fucking Paul Felder
Oh yeah.
got a fucking nod from one judge? He goes like,
He's like, what fight were you watching, young man?
that's a fucking robbery had they given it to him.
Or when the crowd and everyone in the cage is just like, what is happening?
Yeah, it's a close fight, dude. And there's different ways to score. Like the new rules, actually. Like I saw an argument that Cyril Gane, based on the new rules, would have.
Oh yeah.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Don't love it.
I don't love it either because he did not win that fight. But if it's in the fucking rule, but that's our sport. This shit's still brand new, dude. I mean, football's been around for how long? And after the Bills lose, everyone's talking about changing the overtime rules. Like, bro, I don't agree with the overtime rules. First of all, sorry to foray into football for a second, but
he loves it.
Those are the fucking rules. That's what they both went into there saying this is what happens if we tie.
Mm-hmm. They knew at the time. You can change them afterwards.
Yes, but you can't sit there and be like, well, that's not fair. That's how everyone else. Because if John, like, and that's why I love so much about Josh Allen. He's the quarterback for the Bills. If you don't know, he said they were asking him in the back, like press conference, like, do you agree? And he goes, not gonna lie, I mean, we would be celebrating if we won the coin toss.
Yeah.
And I think that was his first coin toss losing in like 12 coin tosses. So unfortunate, but those are the fucking rules. That's the fucking rules, dude. You know, This sport's still so new. We're still arguing about fucking football rules, man. It is what it is. So there, number 4. We do number 4. High five, Max. Right? Pop.
Yeah, for sure. Okay. Real quick before we move on from 270, we should probably talk about a couple of great performances. Said Nurmagomedov. Nah. How about no?
Did you see that fucking tweet I put up? Like his Wikipedia page.
Who's Said Nurmagomedov?
You didn't see that tweet? No. I usually never tweet shit like this, but I was like, that was so funny. I looked it up. Dude, his fucking Wikipedia page, under personal life, the only thing it says is Said Nurmagomedov is in fact not a cousin of Khabib Nurmagomedov. That's the only thing it fucking says. That under personal life, I don't know, dude. Yeah.
Outstanding.
He looked fucking fantastic. I mean,
what are you going to do? What are you going to do? This he's going to be... The fact that it's his kickboxing that everyone needs to worry about, and then he goes in there and strangles Cody Stamann in 47 seconds.
And Stamann is not that guy.
No, Stamann is not that guy.
He is not...
He's a fucking solid wrestler.
Yeah. I mean, you look at a lot of his fights, dude. He's explosive. He can hit people hard. You know, like he's had some fun ones, but dude, he can really control pace. He can bring a fighter back down to where he needs it, right? Nope, you don't see that.
Nope. And it was an old school guillotine as well. It was fucking anaconda grip. Ugh, so evil. And the dude, like Cody tapped within a half second of it being on.
Yeah. If anyone listening has never been in, like, dude, you fucking know. There's certain chokes. Like, there's certain things you could be in. You can be like, no, there's certain ones. It's like, dude, I've always thought it's funny. People would be like, bro, no, I could get out of that. And I go, okay. You go behind someone, you put someone in a fucking rear naked, dude. They don't even start not breathing until they go, what the fuck? No. Like, dude, no. Yeah, that was brutal. Who else you want to talk about?
It was brutal.
Yeah.
Michael Morales, Trevin Giles, fucking savage knockout. This kid's 13-0. He's like 22 years old. He trains at Brandon Moreno's gym. He could be massive. He's a huge prospect with that record at that age. You know, think about what you were doing at 22.
Fucking
and he's
eating a box of nerds out of a stripper's butthole. Having no idea if I was even going to go to work tomorrow. Yeah.
Classic. And he went pro when he was 16 years old. So we're not talking about a new guy.
Yeah, like he just found his love. You know what? Baseball wasn't working out.
Yeah.
And I could throw an 85-mile-an-hour fastball, so I'm just going to start hitting people.
Nope. This dude's been doing this since the day he could walk.
Yeah, he's looking like a monster.
And then Victor Henry versus Johnny Barcelos. That was just a fucking banger of a fight. I just wanted to say that. That's all I wanted to say about it.
Well, didn't we say? I mean, more so you. I mean, to give you more credit, like, because you were part of. I knew there kind of were, but you were the one who really enlightened. Hey guys, if you've never seen his unfamiliar videos on fucking MMA on Point, go peep them. That's why you like my caption I did for that.
I did, yeah.
I was like, the fuck you fucking casuals, go fucking read a book. If you can't
read a coffee table book. Jesus Christ.
You can't read, so go listen to Max read it for you, bitch. Yeah, dude, like we said. No, you didn't stream with me last Wednesday, but yeah, we had been saying, and it's because of something you said. I was like, there are bangers on this. You reaffirmed me on that, and I was like, dude, this is one of those cards where people bitch about, oh, I don't know any names. Okay, oh, there's too many fight cards. Here's the thing, though. Do you remember back in the day when you had to do one a month? Look how slow divisions move. We have, what, almost twice as many divisions as we used to back in those days? So what, you get movement and division once a month? No, bitch, you got to fill up cards, and there's bangers on there. There were absolutely bangers on there. It was a good-ass card. I mean, dude, the first 3 fights, the Perea one, a guy you would think, you almost rely on getting a finish, that was still a banger. Shit, he looked like he gassed out. And, well, I'll still do a cartwheel kick. Fuck you. That guy, dude. Blows my mind. I love it. And and also, dude, that dude was 19 and not getting his ID checked. Well, I know he's not from America, but like, dude, he did not look 27. The fuck? I look like shit. I'm 30 years. I look like shit. He looks like. I'm not saying don't beat my ass. He's not listening to this, but
he might be.
It blows my mind. He's still young. I think a lot of people think he's older than he is. I mean, he's 27 or 28, dude.
Yeah, that's the great thing about all these fights. Like these guys are not old men, and they're also not untested,
Yeah.
Well, but yeah, it was a banger of a night. There was some bangers on it. Just because you don't know their names, guys, doesn't mean they're not good. Like Victor Henry's been everywhere. Andre Fialho has been at Bellator, PFL. Victor Henry was in Ryzen. Like, these guys are the best in the world outside the UFC, and we know what people who are the best in the world outside the UFC can do. Because Justin Gaethje, Michael Chandler, all these guys have come over and blown it out of the water.
I can't even tell you how many hardcore fans I know that have never seen fucking Chandler Eddie Alvarez.
It's like watching a pit fight. It's like watching an actual, like, two dogs just biting each other until they bleed.
Dude, it's like horrific. Watching, like, throwing a fucking... Oh, I'm not even... Dude. Yeah. Well, and like I always look at these as opportunities to learn about fight. Like, I haven't missed a fight card since 2014, and I don't say that to brag. Like, some people go, "You get a social life, bitch." That is my social life. You think I've never had? I don't ever have friends. They come over to watch fucking fights with me, bro. Like, I watch the fucking fights, and I'm fortunate enough, especially now. Now I have to watch them. It's like my fucking job. But before that, that was like the fucking ritual, dude. I had Saturday nights off with every job I ever had. Watch the fucking fights, bro. That's how you learn. That's how you become a guy that you're like, oh, I don't care about this fight. You go, no, dude, actually, trust me. This guy right here, last 10 people he fought, knocked him. Bro, read a book, guys. Watch the fights. Don't bitch about shit.
Coffee table book. Jesus.
Yeah, God.
All right.
Okay.
So overall, UFC 270. Banger of a card. There was a lot of decisions, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. Main event, weird. Co-main event, banger. Good weekend all around. Yeah?
I think what fucked me up the most was the Packers losing during the Perea fight.
That's true.
We won't go into it, but
Mac is heartbroken.
Dude, if there weren't fights like I told the story to Max, and like I've told it to a couple people. Dude, right after San Fran hit that fucking field goal, the Perea fight's going on. Like, dude, they're fucking banging. And I'm sitting there like, and I get a phone call. And if anyone doesn't know who Howard is, he's like my adopted little fucking bitch ass brother, bro. He's a huge Niners fan, and I just see on my phone ringing, Howard's calling. I decline that fucking call, text back, nope. And then Bane calls me and checks on me, and we were talking, and I was like, straight up, bro, if the Packers would have lost and the fights weren't on, yikes. Spiral. I probably would have got arrested at the strip club that night or some shit, dude. I don't fucking know.
Spiraling like John Jones. Throw in a spiral like Patrick Mahomes. Oh shit, did I just rhyme?
Oh, what? Yeah, a little bit.
A little bit.
A little bit. And don't get me into Mahomes and Josh Allen, dog. Like we'll just
we'll cool down.
Yeah.
Should we do some news?
Yeah, let's blast by some news.
All right.
Well, we can start with Dan Hooker and Arnold Allen. Dude, so I'll just say real quick how I found this stat. I was just curious. Like, I don't even remember why. I took an edible.
And allegedly.
That's no, they're legal. That's, yeah. No, they are. They are here. They are in New Mexico. Yeah. Yeah, and I kind of got lost. Like, just, I don't remember what the fucking point was, but I just noticed a pattern because I'm so smart. Both my parents are CPAs. I'm pretty good at math, actually. This has nothing to do with math. It's just numbers. But I'm looking at like the last people Hooker had fought, and like a couple fighters in, I realized like, okay, so they're only lost before fighting Hooker. They only had one. How many fight? Okay, I went. Okay, this guy's 5-1 when he stepped in the cage with Hooker. I was like, I think the last guy was too. Went and looked it up, and I was like, no way. I was like, because I'm pretty sure the last guy was fucking 2.
Yeah.
Dude, 4 people in a row. He fought
5-1.
5-1 in their last 6 when they stepped in the cage versus Hooker. And then, not down. No, sir. Not Dan Hooker. He went up to, let's fight an 8-0 guy.
And his last 8?
Yeah, 8-fight win streak guy. Fuck it. Lose. Yeah. Cool. Let's take another 8-fight win streak. Dude, what the fuck? Dude. What? And do you know what's...
He only has bangers.
What a man, dude. What a fuck. The plums on that guy. Couldn't carry those in a kangaroo pouch, bro. Like, what the fuck? That was cool. That was a good one. That came right off the top.
Nice Australian joke about a New Zealander, Mac.
Oh, it wasn't as cool as I thought then. Whoops. Yeah. Well, anyway. Yeah. Damn, dude. Oh, and then, dude, like, Al Iaquinta, 1 fight off from being 5-1 too.
Oh, was he 4-2?
No, it was like, I think it was like 6-2. But yeah, it was like right there. Like, or I think it was almost 7-2. Dude, I don't know. I tweeted that thinking no one give a fuck because the last time I did one of those on my own account, no one gave a fuck. Everyone was like, "Cool stat. How high are you, bro?" I was like, this time I'm not."
A little bit.
That one was dope though. But yeah, dude is a fucking animal. Arnold Allen has obviously I think Max Holloway has the longest win streak in featherweight history. It was like fucking 13 or something.
13, yeah.
Yeah, but Jose Aldo's was 8.
Yep, and
Volk's is 8.
The champ. Yeah, Volk, excuse me. I had a fucking brain fart then. So, yeah. I mean, Arnold Allen might be the most slept on featherweight currently. I'll
still never forget watching him versus Sadiq Youssef. And it's one of those fights kind of like Gane and Francis where just no one would have predicted that. And I remember tweeting live during that saying, if you would have told me Arnold would be the one that hurt Sadiq on the feet multiple times and Sadiq is the one doing some stuff on the ground, I would have fucking slapped you in your silly mouth.
Your silly mouth.
Like, bro.
And he's training at TriStar. He's got Faraz Zahabi, GSP. He has 1 loss in his career. And it was back in Cage Warriors by decision. He's never lost in the UFC.
Yeah, no. Yeah, he's fought 8 times.
He's an animal.
And Dan Hooker says, peep these kiwis hanging from my fucking pelvis, pendejo.
It's going to be interesting for a few reasons, right? First off, I've met Dan Hooker a few times. He's fucking enormous. I don't know how else to say this. He's only 6... Well, I say only. He's 6 foot, right?
Doesn't look it.
The man is so wide. His shoulders are fucking huge. I have no idea how he made featherweight. when he did, and now he's going back down.
And
and we've seen him make it. He's
mm-hmm.
proven that he can make it, right?
Since then.
Yeah.
Yes, because some people go, dude, he can't make. Dude, he literally posted a picture at 146 just to prove he could go back down.
Yeah, just for shits and giggles. Another reason is interesting. Arnold Allen's 5'8".
Yeah,
he's not a big dude.
That's
a big height disadvantage.
And guess who's good at using it?
No one's better than Dan Hooker.
Yeah, like, dude, the way he used to read knees. I mean, that's a story with the Chandler fight. Exactly. Everyone said, dude, he's going to eat a knee coming in. I was one of the only people that said Chandler was going to chin him.
I thought he would eat a knee as well, honestly. And he's got 6 inches on Allen, phrasing, of reach.
I'll say right now, that's one fight. You know, I usually don't make picks. Like, I got Dan in that one. And that is no rip on Arnold. If Arnold come out there and beat him, then, oh, dude, that's contender shit for me. Like, maybe not next, but, dude, he goes out there and beats Hooker. I go, okay. I'm on board with Allen. But I'm going to go ahead and work my way past the passenger, seating, and I'm just going to go ahead and kick the conductor right out of there, and I'll start driving that bitch myself.
And so it's on UFC London, and I think that, like, in terms of news, pretty much everything this week has been about UFC London.
Aspinall.
Holy shit, did the UFC throw everything at the wall for this card?
Here's an interesting theory I heard that makes a lot of sense that I didn't think of, but it makes perfect fucking sense. Tom Aspinall was supposed to fight Shamil, right?
Mm-hmm.
They said the fight was off. Everyone's like, what the fuck?
Yep.
10 minutes later, they go, oh, well, it's because he's fighting in the main event against Volkov. Someone on Twitch, said, well, hey, doesn't this make sense, though? They tried to get Darren Till. They couldn't get something set. They had least they had a plan for a main event. Yeah. And then it fell through or whatever. They couldn't get it done in time. Whatever the fuck. That's the only thing that makes sense.
I think so. Because I thought about Edwards for a second, but I think Edwards is going to be on a pay-per-view.
I think he's getting a title shot.
Yeah. So other than that, the only person you could think of to lead off a London card would be Darren Till. But fuck, Tom Aspinall getting a big step up. Volkov is no slouch.
Nope.
Tom didn't want to step up that quick.
That's my favorite story going into it.
Yeah. It's not like the biggest step up when you look at the rankings, I don't think.
Yeah, but it's more that he, like you just said, kind of came out saying that I don't want to jump into this shit too fast like I've seen other people do. Get a title shot, right off the bat lose, have to build my way back up. He's like, I want to sharpen my fucking sword on people. He's
incredibly intelligent.
Yes.
This guy.
And people fucking thought of him as a boxer.
Mm-hmm.
His dad's one of the best, BJJ dudes in, like, England, right? Something like that. He showed it his last fight. This guy, bro, if he goes out there and fucking smokes Volkov, okay, he got exactly what he probably deep down wanted, but not what he asked for. And then what do? You can't go back down after you beat Volkov. Like, if you beat Volkov, now, hey, dude, oops.
I think you're in title contention if you beat Volkov.
Yep.
Like, I know you just lost a gun, but shit.
Especially if he smokes him?
Yeah, absolutely. Rocket ships. And in a main event, double rocket ship.
In England. Triple.
In London, yeah. You've also got Mike Grundy, Makwan Amirkhani, which is a fucking banger. Mike Grundy's nasty.
Mm-hmm.
Jack Shore is on that card. Paddy.
Oh, fuck.
Like, it's a huge card.
What a banger. The homie we had on the Fight Companion.
Yeah. Fuck.
Oh god, dude.
He didn't he pull out with an injury though? We might have to cut this out because I can't remember.
We're not being disrespectful. Is it like, bro?
Jake Hadley.
Because I wanted to say I was like, but we just said Jack Shore.
Mm-hmm.
Jack, come on, guy. Yeah, we're all right. Jake Hadley. Yeah, I don't know if he's pulled out. There you go.
No, he's on the card. Fuck. Who else is on it? Gunnar Nelson's back. He's on that card.
They get Molly yet?
Molly's on that card.
Oh.
Mohammed Mukayev, who is, if you guys haven't heard of this guy, he is like the best amateur fighter coming out of Britain for a long time, and he's been fighting in the amateurs for years, and he just went pro. Undefeated, 5-0, nasty, and he's a kid still. So it's a crazy.
They haven't said anything about Ian, have they? That would kind of be a bigger.
Ian.
From Cage Warriors. Just came over and smoked.
Oh, Ian Gary?
Ian Gary.
No, he's not on it.
I want to say McGarry because I was thinking of Liam McGarry, but I knew it wasn't McGarry. I was like, dude, it's Ian. God, dude. There's a lot of fighters, bro. Yeah. But just the ones there's more, please.
Yeah, Nathaniel Woods on that card.
Jesus. No, bro. That's
huge card,
okay.
Dude.
I'm actually, out of any upcoming card, that's my favorite one. Are you kidding me? In England, they better make sure that shit works. COVID better fuck off. Take a fucking day off, COVID.
Yeah. There's a Brit in every fight except Abdurakhimov versus Pavlovich. There's a Brit in every fight. If you count Gunnar Nelson as Irish. And I know Ireland, not Britain. Whatever.
Adopted son.
Yeah. He's great card.
Yeah.
London's going to explode for it. It's in the O2.
Shit, I'm going to explode here in New Mexico, dude.
That's most of the news this week, I'd say, is that the UFC's like, hey, we're going to do like the biggest European card we've ever done.
Hey, Max, I have a term for that. It's 2 words. What do they say? What did UFC say? Oh, you want us to come back to England?
This.
Peep this, you fucking bean toast eating motherfuckers. Nah, I love you guys.
It's gonna be a banger, and that's in March. So
tits, dude. All right, jump to fans' question real quick. We'll bash this shit out real quick.
Let's go to questions. I will jump on your Twitter, and we will see, because we did a call out for questions like we always do, guys.
Okay, and we'll do the same thing. Well, we're gonna try to keep. No, we will. As in few words as possible to make it funnier. Speed round. Rapid fire.
All right.
Go.
KGB, the legend herself, finally in with a question for the first time. She says, I would like to know the worst experience you've ever had.
Read the last part. Oh, so you were reading it. Fuck. I already fucked up. I want to hear that last part. I want to hear the last 2 words. Go.
I would like to know the worst experience you've ever had at a live sporting event.
Keep going.
Thank you, big fan.
There it is. KGB, I'm just fucking with you. Okay, that's fucked up because that's fucked up. I cannot answer that in short. I will say this. I have 2 that I should not tell.
We're not doing those ones.
Oh, I'm doing it, but I'm just going to leave out.
Okay. Because I'm editing these, so I can censor the shit out of you, and I will.
Don't. Because peep this. I lost my virginity at a sporting event.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
In the same arena I watched my first UFC card. Now, you're probably asking yourself, well, she said bad experiences. Yeah, I know. There you go. There's one. The other one, I'm not gonna say who it was.
I know what the intro clip is now. For this podcast. That's the intro clip.
Do it. The other one was I saw a guy. I was a little buzzed. I was in Vegas. And I was telling my boys, I was like, dude, that's fucking... I'm not going to say his name. And they're like...
Say it and I'll bleep it out.
Okay. I was like, dude, there's...
Okay.
And they're like, dude, wait, is it? And I was like, dude, he has an entourage. Like, dude, that's him. Mm-hmm. And I mean, dude, they looked... And they're like, I think it is. And I was like, should I go ask? They're like, I don't know. I'm not that sure, though. I'm like, fuck it. Watch this. I got a fucking 3-foot margarita in my hand. I walk over there, and I go, excuse me. And he turns around, and I say, like, are you... It was so bad because the guy fucked with me. And I mean, dude, I was like 22.
Okay,
probably.
so let's lead off by saying it wasn't him.
That's the funniest part.
Mm-hmm.
We still don't know. Because he was fucking with me because he could tell I was so unsure. I was like, I saw you. I thought you're right. And he's like,
Mm-hmm.
him and his boys start laughing and shit. And like they're palling around. They're not being dicks or anything. But they're like evading the question, man. Like trying to make sure I come to and just flat out say it. Like, that's you. It is you. To this day, none of us know if that was him. It was like a 5-minute fucking conversation. And like, dude, identical. And I think that's why they thought it was funny because it probably happened quite a few. I don't know. It was
Outstanding.
Yeah, it's a weird one. Yeah.
Okay, you know what? For me, I'm not going to answer KGB's question because your answer
trumps it bad.
Reminded me of something that happened. I've only been to one pay-per-view. 248.
She said sporting event. I did not lose my virginity at a UFC event. Just the same building. True. It was a rodeo.
I'm just saying this because of your is it not this guy's story. I'm going to go up and ask him. I went to UFC 248. Mm-hmm. Great card. Best women's fight ever. Mm-hmm. Pretty shitty main event, but we'll ignore that. I was a little buzzed. I won't lie. I was on some drugs that you're supposed to take, legal prescribed drugs for anxiety. And I had a beer or two.
Those will get you.
Because I'm in Vegas. Mm-hmm. It is what it is. That evening, I stayed up all night in the casino and won $1,000. That's a different story. As the main event ended and everyone started filing out, a gentleman stops me, who I do not know. Mm-hmm. He is off his tits on something.
Yeah.
And he is convinced that I am Alexander Gustafsson. Now, just for reference, I don't look anything like Alexander Gustafsson. I'm tall-ish. I'm blonde. At the time, I had bleached hair. I have a beard. Other than that, I don't really look like him at all. I'm a lot shorter than him. I'm a lot smaller. I'm 6'2". He's about 6'6".
I was at 248. No, imagine that whole story comes around.
It was Mac Mallet.
Can you imagine? Oh, fuck. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, and he was convinced that I was UFC heavyweight Alexander Gustafsson, and he was begging me for a selfie. And I told him like 8 times that I'm not Alexander Gustafsson, and he just didn't want to hear it. He's like, yeah, you are. You can't fool me. And I wasn't in good seats. I wasn't like in the fucking around the cage area. I was up in the nosebleeds. And this dude's like, yeah, Alexander Gustafsson's in the nosebleeds checking out these fights. So I took a selfie with the dude, and then I left. That's my story. It's not a bad thing like KGB wanted, but I thought it was perfect based on your story.
Dude, I've told you guys, and like I hide this now because of what Connor became, but you've seen the pictures, right?
Yep.
People used to ask me for pictures because they thought they'd get close enough. Most of them, I mean, like a couple super drunk ones, like you said, would get close enough and no. They'd be like, oh.
Never mind.
Yeah, no, they'd still go, can I get a picture anyway? Because, like, dude, this is hilarious. I have a bunch of them still. Anyway, I have one other funny one. This was supposed to be quick, but if I was not going to answer with the worst stories, I was honest, right? That's what I am, honest. I'll open up. I'm an open book, dude. Okay? If I was going to be PG, I'd say how before 269, I thought it'd be a fucking great idea to do a shit ton of squats before I left. Like I did leg day, and I had taken months off. Like I was being a fat shit. And so, fantastic idea, Mac. Let's do. Yeah, we did arm day. Let's arm and back. Let's do squats today, dude. Bro, walking. Okay, bro. No, I knew the day I left for Vegas. I went, oops. Yeah, I get to fucking dude. Oh God, in T-Mobile when I'm walking up the fucking stairs, I'm not kidding. I'd walk up one flight. You know, you get to the platform and there's whole nother. I literally like leaned up against like the thing and acted like I was on a phone call for a fucking second because I was like, nope, no.
I'm not getting up these.
Yeah, it was, you know, and then anytime you gotta get a beer, you gotta walk up there. And so what Jason finds this fun. I told him about this. I was like, dude, it's so bad, dude. The next day, dude, I'm so fucking sore. So every time I hit the stairs at 269, I did one of those like quick like dad jogs right up the top, like just get it over with. Had a great time, but that was that was bad.
When
well, you know what it looks like?
Your dad needs to put the bins out, and he doesn't really want to go out. He's just,
pretty, you know, 30-year-old, somewhat in shape young man, looking like he's got to take a shit walking up the stairs because he can't walk right. Like, bro. Yeah, that. So if I didn't tell the first really terrible ones, that would be my one. Okay, let's go.
Yeah.
All right, one-worders for the rest. Let's go. KGB, there you
go. Which active UFC fighter most deserves a movie about their career? That's from Live Motivated.
Wait. Oh, from Live Motivated. The homie Live Motivated.
Yeah.
I thought that was like part of the question. I was like, huh? What's up, Live? It's Live Motivated, bro. I called him. Oh, shit. I still call him Live Motivated though. Okay.
That's my bad.
I know I'm gonna give like an answer right off the top of my head, and I know you're gonna be like, you're gonna give me a better answer, and I'll be like, oh well, okay. Francis Ngannou. I think that would be
that's exactly what I was gonna say.
Can you imagine? That is a fucking.
That writes itself.
Yeah, because he said besides Conor, right? And
yeah,
and I think that would even be that's a way cooler. Yeah, Francis Ngannou, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Shit, we got some solid questions. People are asking for our thoughts on the Ngannou contract situation. We've already talked about that.
For about an hour, yeah.
What's your ideal welterweight matchup? Let's just say, like, it doesn't have to be for the belt, just in general. So I'm going to go to the rankings, because I forget who's there. And that
we're talking active?
Yep, and that question is from Bobby Tournier.
Colby versus Hamzat for me. Yeah, that's it. That's it. That answers so many questions, and it doesn't ruin Hamzat's hype. Like that either.
You know what?
Yo,
I'll take Sean Brady versus Hamzat just for the lols, just because it's a banger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'll still take Colby Hamzat, but yeah, that's a good question. I like that one. Cool. Let's roll.
All right. Couple more here. What improvement is scarier, Usman's striking or Ngannou's grappling? And that's from Joe Harley.
Assuming Francis Ngannou takes your head off a lot more, I would say Francis. But those are very comparable. Like that's actually like such a good question because they're both terrifying.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Usman's proven that his is more consistent so far. I mean, Francis has only had the chance to prove it.
Yeah.
The amount that he's had it, and he's proven it so far. But if Ngannou's grappling gets up to scratch the way that Usman's striking does, we're in for a fucking treat. I'll say that.
I'm going to say my answer is Francis, because if Francis... Like, dude, I mean, even though Kamaru's hurting people on the feet, not like Francis does. And if you can't get him to the ground, he starts figuring out defensive wrestling like Chuck Liddell used to use, bro. Like, I'll use this shit in reverse so I could knock your ass out. It's Ngannou. I'll take Ngannou.
Yeah.
But, dude, Kamaru, it's very, very impressive. He was never known for that. And he was only the second person to ever knock out Jorge like that. People forget because it happened once in kickboxing. But, yeah. So, yeah, I take Ngannou.
Hey, tiny little side question. Imagine Ngannou at elevation with fucking Whitman. Imagine a Trevor Whitman, Francis Ngannou. I actually just
he would train him down to like he would file him down to such a
yeah.
Like
he would take
it's like he's already a
warhammer.
He's already a bazooka, dude. He would turn him to a heat-seeking missile. No, I don't. That's fucked up, bro. That's
I was gonna say, it's like if you take a warhammer and then you shave it down to an axe on the end.
Or you just hand it to Thor and he can throw it 400 yards. Like, what the fuck, dude? Yeah, no
That's
thanks.
frightening.
It's dope,
One more
though.
from Drake Smith. What is your favorite all-time Pride fight? It's a hard one.
I mean, you got Hendo, bro. But then...
It's hard to... I've got like 2 off the top of my head, and they're not going to be ones that you...
My
that people
personal favorite, Don Fry, dude. The Don Fry, and
Oh, yeah.
dude, I always...
Yoshiro Takayama.
Takayama. Like, dude, just because, like... Sometimes... there was a long time I was trying to get people into fights, like, if they're curious about them. And I'll go, like, you know, watch this shit. And I'm never... I still have a friend. It's been my friend for maybe 5 years. And, like, one of the first times he ever hung out was at a party at my house. And he was like, wait, so you, like, really follow? Like, he's like, bro, I don't remember what fucking fight. He's like, show me some. Pull up Fight Pass. I put that on. He went, what? He still, to this day, goes like, bro, it reminds me of that fucking fight. Yeah, that would be my favorite. And I know it's dog shit fight, but
No, it's a banger.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be a good fight, you know. It's just like a moment in history, and that's why mine is like Bob Sapp versus Nogueira. That wasn't a great fight, but if you want to show someone, you
Circus fights.
If someone's like, "What's jiu-jitsu?" That's what I show them. I show them that fight.
Oh yeah.
And then the other one is Diaz Gomi, because I think that was at Pride 33. Technically, it was their last event, and yeah. Banger.
Shogun Hendo, dude.
I know.
Like, yeah, dude. Guys, if you haven't ever... if you have Fight Pass, just look it up, my man. Yeah.
Watch Pride.
Yeah, but for me, it's Don Fry. I love Don Fry. Well, anyway. Okay.
Absolutely.
I say let's try to hit everybody's. We're really gonna file it down. But I see one here that I'm like, fuck.
Go.
Okay. Do you think PFL can grow to be bigger than the UFC? Fuck no. And that is no rip on anybody. There's no rip on Kayla Harrison. That's no rip on anybody. No one's ever, at least in the foreseeable goddamn future, going to be anywhere near UFC. Just not going to happen. It's just not going to fucking happen. And then I actually know, okay, there are, I don't know. I mean, I guess maybe kind of a sort. I don't know. I'm not giving away any like information. This is just true. People don't know this. There are 2 types of like ESPN deals. Well, I mean, there's a lot of types, but there's like 2 categories. ESPN pays you to be on their platform, and then this is a thing that a lot of people don't know. You pay ESPN to be on their platform. And I've been told from someone who might know, I think PFL is the latter of the 2. Who the fuck do you know that goes, hey, you watching the PFL fights this weekend? Dude, do they not have, like, Ray Cooper? Like, bro, there are some fucking bangers. They are someone I believe pays to be on ESPN. No. So, no.
Yeah. I think in terms of, like, how the product, they've created this amazing product out of nowhere, and they should be really proud of themselves. But I think the UFC is just so far ahead. They're the Coca-Cola.
NFL.
And PFL is Fanta.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it doesn't matter what happens. Unless the UFC does something outrageous, I don't think they're ever going to lose their monopoly.
Yeah, even with like this whole fighter pay thing like we were talking about earlier. Yeah. Like, dude, no one's going to go swarm to Bellator. Nope, not going to happen. Nope. So, yeah, there you go, Bearded Stoner. You're my boy. You already know. Okay.
Next one. Oh, okay. I'll go one from Luke. Luke SO15 says, what's your favorite promotion to watch outside the UFC?
Rising.
You know what?
Not even close.
It's Ryzen for me as well. I was gonna say Cage Fury. Cage Fury is quite good.
LFA would be my second. Yeah. Cage Fury can be really fun, but LFA I feel like it's just nipping right under.
Yeah.
But yeah.
There's some solid regional MMA guys. You should watch it if you have Fight Pass. Blah 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 blah. I think that's.
Let me see. If the UFC did a Royal Rumble, we got to answer the homie Elmo. Who would participate and who would come out on top? Any weight class. Okay.
Ngannou.
Yeah, now, right? That actually makes me think of a funny... Okay. We'd have to come up with so many names. Elmo, you know we love you. Peep this. If you did... Let's just do this. Let's make this easy. The champions all the champions, the male champions, are in a Royal Rumble. The bantamweights, the bantamweight champs, flyweight and featherweights get to work together. Welterweight and middleweight gets to work together. And light heavyweight and heavyweight are on their own.
We need to go to Poland or Russia and just book this.
Dude, that's actually I just came up with yo.
I don't love it, Mac.
I love it. I love it. Okay, I'm gonna take Ngannou though.
Yeah.
It reminds me of like how people have always said, who wins, 50 Hasbullas or fucking Francis? Dude, there was a clip the other day of like 15 kids charging Francis, and he's literally just picking him up by the shirt and no, we have our answer. It would Ngannou.
Yeah. Although this is what happens, right? It gets to number 30 because there's 30 men in a Royal Rumble, right? And then it goes counts down 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Russian national anthem plays. Lights go out. Fedor appears. Ah!
Done. Fedor.
Prime Fedor.
Yeah, because, dude, Ngannou's already had to deal with 29 motherfuckers, bro.
Prime Fedor.
Fucking Elmo. Okay. You know I love you. Contracts.
I got one here.
Yeah.
From Die For You. Mm-hmm. Since Marlon Moraes is a Tiger, do you guys think he has a good chance against Song Yadong? Team Tiger Muay Thai. Holy Jesus Christ.
The best pure striking camp out there.
And now they've got Khamzat's there.
Did you see that body shot? Like, I mean, they were fucking around. That dropped him. That was a real one. That wasn't no fucking, oh, look, I fell down.
Team Tiger has everyone.
Look at what Piotr Jan does with Tiger Muay Thai with a fucking wrestler who goes 2 for 17 takedowns because he's so disgusting. No. Oops. Have fun with that. Have fucking fun with that.
Have fun with fucking Rafael Fiziev.
Yeah. Valentina Shevchenko pops in every once in a while over there. Yeah. Dude, no.
CKB boys are over there. Dan Hooker's over there.
Whoops.
Does he have a good chance? Yes. I think Marlon Moraes has like a weird career.
He fought demons.
Yeah. He hit the top and then he got knocked out bad and came back too early, is what I think. And got knocked out again.
Yeah. I mean, that was Court Sandhagen, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Moraes, yeah, dude. And he's taking a while off now. Like, dude, that motherfucker was nasty, bro. I mean, he still is. He ain't no slouch. If I remember right, he was beating, for real, cartoon anime body or some shit. Mm-hmm. Dude, he was beating the shit out of Henry until he wasn't.
Yep. Pretty much the story of a Marlon Moraes fight. He's beating the shit out of people until he isn't.
I'll never forget when Henry just started, like, clinching him and just uppercutting him. I was like, dude, he is so gassed. He just decided, I'm just going to take this. Like, anyway, yes, he absolutely has it. That's a vet who is a disgusting striker already versus, yes. No, he absolutely does. Is his chin still there? There's no science to prove that. Yeah. I hope so, too, because I love the guy.
Banger questions, lads. I think that's all of them. All the ones that aren't just like tits or ass.
Oh, I got an answer for that. Okay. Howard's our boy.
Oh, I didn't see that.
If you were to build your dream MMA card of fighters from the past and present, how would it look like? Okay, we are not doing that whole thing. Let's do a co-main and a main event. Let's shut it down.
And it's just anyone from any time.
Anyone in their primes. We're making the rules, Howard. Anyone in their prime, who do you do?
If you're not headlining Fedor versus Lesnar, I don't want to talk to you.
Fuck. You're going to make me sound like a dick.
Unless your name is Mac. In which case I will talk to you.
You know what I'd go for over that?
Go on.
I love Fedor. Oof. I don't know if I make this main or co-main. I don't give a fuck. I'm taking Carwin versus Ngannou. Brock Lesnar, I'm not picking him. Fuck him.
All the executives from Pride FC just got like a weird like.
Who the fuck is that guy? Yeah. Dude, I go. Can you imagine that fucking fight, bro?
That is the freakiest freak show fight in history.
And that's how my brain works. Jesus.
Yeah.
Okay. So yours is Fedor Lesnar.
No, I forgive you for that. Like, I was wrong. That's also good. Yeah. Co-main. I guess you have to go the opposite way for co-mains and not heavyweights.
Fuck. Okay.
I mean, do you do Prime Anderson versus Prime Jones?
I mean, you could do Prime Anderson, Prime GSP.
Prime GSP, Prime Khabib. There's some fights.
I wouldn't. Nah, I wouldn't go for that one. I'm going for one where I want to see. Figure one out. Figure one out. Okay, I'm set on Ngannou versus Shane Carwin though. I don't even give a fuck. He was never champion. They could have stopped that fight against Lesnar.
Yeah.
They totally could have stopped it. I'm not bitching about it. But yeah, that's my set main event. Think you go first if I don't think of one.
I think I'll take Anderson versus Jones, just because Anderson made light heavyweight.
Yeah.
Oh, made. Like, he went up, you know.
Maybe one of the best performances ever.
Yeah.
Ever in the UFC. The way he clowned Forrest. Forrest really, like, legit rethought his entire career.
His radio interview after that was amazing.
Yeah, how he just...
I'm not fighting John Jones.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Yeah, those are my two.
Am I allowed to say Fedor versus Jones?
Oh, yeah, you're allowed.
Look at Matt coming out of left field, bro. Throwing heat.
We got two UFC titles in our dream card.
We got 2 heavyweight titles on this bitch.
It's the bro-dojo title.
I'm not mad at that. I would take Prime Anderson versus Prime John Jones, but I think John Jones wrestles the shit out of him. That's why I'm not really stoked on it.
Yeah, I think Jones would win, but I feel like it was a more what if fight than GSP Anderson, because I don't think anyone thought Anderson would make 170, and no one thought GSP wanted to go up.
I changed my mind. I changed my fucking mind, bro. I changed my fucking mind. Ngannou, Carwin.
Yeah.
Look me dead in the eyes, Max. Tony fucking Ferguson versus Khabib.
Oh my god.
Prime on Prime.
Yeah, that's the correct answer.
There you go. There's our podcast, you fucking bitches.
If you enjoyed it, please click subscribe. We're going to have some guests on soon.
Yep.
We got some people planned.
Yep.
We'll hopefully get them on, and that'll make for great fun. Because can you imagine this fucking shit show, but with professionals?
Dude.
It's going to be a problem.
Yeah, I might get... Nah. I think I get along with fighters, bro. Chris Lee didn't like me, bro.
All right. Anything else you want to say, Mac?
Shane Carwin by TKO.